Your basement is one bad storm away from a flood, and your primary sump pump can't save you if the power is out. Today we're finding the best battery backup sump pumps of 2026, matched to your specific situation and budget, so you buy the right one before you need it. Here's what most people don't realize until it's too late. Your primary sump pump runs on electricity, and the worst storms are exactly when the power goes out. That's the gap a battery backup fills. But not every backup pump is built the same. Some are just a cheap float switch bolted to a battery. Others are genuinely engineered to protect a finished basement. The difference in cost is maybe $50. The difference in protection is your entire floor. So in this video, we're cutting through the noise. We've researched the top options across price points, battery types, and flow rates. And we're ranking them so you know exactly which one fits your home, your budget, and your risk level. Let's get into it. If you want basic backup protection without spending a lot, the Pump Spy 2000 watts is your starting point. And at $299.99, it's the most affordable entry on our list. This is the unit for someone who just needs a reliable safety net for occasional outages, not a full-time workhorse. What you're getting here is a 2000-watt pure sine wave inverter, which matters because pure sine wave power is clean and stable. Your pump motor won't fight it. It can actually run 2 sump pumps at once, as long as the combined draw stays under 16.6 amps. There's also a trickle charge feature that keeps your battery topped off, so it's ready when the lights go out. It's compact at under 18 inches long, and it doubles as a general-purpose power inverter for lights or phone charging in an emergency. One thing to know, the battery is sold separately, so factor that into your real cost. It's rated 4.6 out of 5 stars across 350 reviews, which is a solid sign for an entry-level pick. This is the one for you if you want dependable basement protection on a tight budget. No extras, no frills. Moving on to something with a bit more muscle. If you need more power and automatic switching without jumping into premium territory, the Viopumpo 2500-watt backup system catches your eye at $329.99. On paper, the spec sheet reads well. You get a claimed 2,500 watts of continuous output, pure sine wave power, meaning your pump motor runs clean, not on the choppy modified wave that can wear motors down over time, plus a built-in 25-amp charger and a remote LCD to monitor voltage and battery status, automatic switchover, wall mount option, overload and overheat protection. It sounds like a complete package. Here's where I have to be straight with you though. With only 51 reviews and no independently verified reliability data we could find, there just isn't enough real-world track record here to call this a confident buy. That matters for backup power specifically, because this device only earns its money during a crisis, and that's the worst possible moment to find out it underperforms. The claims may be entirely accurate, but unverified claims on a product you're depending on during a flood event deserve serious caution. This one is for you if you're willing to do your own deep research before committing. Otherwise, keep watching. Moving on to a name that's been in basements for decades, the Wayne WSS3OVN, sitting at $569.72. If you want a pump and battery backup system that comes as one cohesive unit, without piecing together a separate inverter or compatibility guessing between components, this is built exactly for that. The half-horsepower motor pushes up to 5,100 gallons per hour, which is serious capacity for most residential basements. And on a single battery charge, it can move up to 10,000 gallons. That's enough to matter when the power goes out mid-storm and the water isn't stopping. Installation is genuinely straightforward. It drops in pre-assembled, fits any sump basin 16 inches or wider, and Wayne says most installs are done in 15 minutes or less. No drilling a weep hole required. The integrated vertical float switch means fewer moving parts to fail. It's also been tested to 1 million cycles and carries a 3-year warranty, assembled in the USA. The catch? The battery isn't included. You'll need the Wayne WSB 127575 ampere-hours battery separately, so factor that into your total cost. Rated 4.6 out of 5 across 826 reviews, reliability confidence is high here. This is the one for you if you want a complete, no guesswork backup system from a brand with a proven track record. If you need something more powerful, the OLTEAN 2500 watts pure sine wave backup system is worth a close look. It's priced at $319.99. That 2500 watts pure sine wave output means your sump pump runs on clean, stable power, not the choppy waveform that can shorten a motor's life over time. You feel that difference most when your pump is cycling hard during a heavy storm. The built-in 25-amp fast charger is genuinely faster than what most competitors offer at this price, so your 12-volt deep cycle battery recovers quicker between outages. It's compatible with LiFePO4, AGM, gel, and flooded batteries, which gives you flexibility when you're shopping for a battery separately. The LCD remote lets you monitor voltage and load status in real time without walking to the unit. That's a pro-grade touch. Now, with only 35 reviews so far, the long-term reliability picture is still building. That's worth knowing before you commit. It currently holds a 4.8 out of 5 rating, which is promising, but more time in the field will tell the full story. This is the one for you if you want fast charging speed and pure sine wave output, and don't mind being an early adopter. Now, if what you actually want is something that has already proven itself, not a promising newcomer, but a system with a real track record, this is where you land. The Basement Watchdog Emergency Battery Backup. Sump pump system is priced at $163.99, and for what it does, that number is hard to argue with. We're talking 2,500 gallons per hour at zero lift. That's serious water-moving capability when a storm is hammering your neighborhood and your primary pump gives out at midnight. The copper wound motor is a meaningful detail here. Copper windings run cooler and hold up longer under repeated hard use, which is exactly the condition an emergency pump faces. The control panel monitors your pump, your power, and your battery around the clock, with visual alerts and audible alarms that actually tell you what to do. No guessing, no manual hunting. Dual float switches give you a second layer of protection so the system doesn't miss its window. And it runs for days of intermittent pumping on a single charge. With a 4.4 out of 5 rating across nearly 700 reviews, buyers keep coming back to the same word: reliable. This is the one for you if you want a proven, no-drama backup system that earns its keep without a learning curve. So now you've seen all the contenders. Here's how they actually stack up when you put them side by side. Power output separates the serious options from the casual ones. If your battery bank demands real wattage, that gap matters more than almost anything else. Battery compatibility is next. Some of these work across broad ecosystems. Some lock you into one brand. Know which camp you're in before you buy. On price to performance, the value spread here is wider than it looks at first glance. The most affordable pick works well for light, predictable use. The mid-range options start earning their keep when demands get heavier. And the top pick justifies every extra dollar with output and flexibility the others simply can't match. Match yourself honestly. Casual user, serious builder, or somewhere between. And the right answer is already obvious. So here's the short version. Budget is your first filter. Know your number before anything else. From there, it really comes down to how much power you actually need and how much complexity you're willing to manage. You don't need the top pick if a simpler setup genuinely covers your use case. But if you're already pushing limits, don't cheap out and pay for it twice. Match yourself honestly to the right tier, and this decision is already made. Links are in the description. Go check current prices and pick your fit. All the links are in the description. Current prices, real buyer reviews, right there. And if home protection gear is on your list, subscribe. We've got more of these coming.